Welcome, welcome. My name is, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us here today to launch PlayPA for Charity. This is going to be a coalition that's advocating to modernize charitable gaming. My name is Joe Morris. I am a retired Marine Corps colonel, and this is my life's calling across jurisdictions to make sure that the veterans get what the veterans need, and the fraternals as well. I'm here today to serve as your MC and a subject matter expert on charitable gaming as we talk about the work of PlayPA for Charity. The coalition is working on behalf of veteran service organizations, fraternal clubs, and other nonprofits to help them better serve their members and missions. You will hear from some of these groups today about the impact that modernizing charitable gaming will have on their organizations and the ability to give back to the communities that they serve and make those communities a better place. Charitable gaming is just as it sounds. All funds raised can only be used to support nonprofit and charitable causes. I like to call this the last mile into the community. The federal government goes here, the state government goes here, municipal government goes here, but there's that last mile of unserved needs, and that's what these folks are all about. You may also know charitable gaming as small games of chance. It includes regulated and licensed low-dollar games available to Pennsylvania nonprofits. Small games of chance are completely separate from skill games. PlayPA for Charity is advocating to expand and modernize the small games of chance available in Pennsylvania to get nonprofits more revenue so they can make more impact. Increased revenue from modernized charitable gaming would go to support veteran services, youth scholarship, disaster relief, community events, public projects, donations to nonprofits, and more. Modernizing charitable gaming means more chances for the charities that you care about. I've had the opportunity to speak to many VFW and American Legion post commanders, as well as leaders of the Moose, Elks, and Eagles lodges in other states that have modernized their charitable gaming laws, and their experience has been universally positive. On average, profits of these organizations have increased 40% after the introduction of modernized charitable gaming. Service to the community is a core mission of many of these organizations, and allowing them to expand their charitable gaming offerings will enable them to better support worthwhile causes across the Commonwealth. We hope you'll join us in supporting the effort to do so. Now, I'd like to turn this over to Representative Robert Mirsky to explain a little bit more about the proposed changes to Pennsylvania small games of chance.
Thank you, Colonel Morris. Your perspective as a veteran and experience in charitable gaming is so important, and I appreciate all the folks from the VFW, Moose, and Elks who are all joining us today to share their perspectives as well. Since 1988, licensed and regulated charitable gaming has allowed veteran services organizations and other nonprofits across Pennsylvania to raise money to support their members and their mission. Now there's an opportunity to modernize charitable gaming in Pennsylvania and increase fundraising opportunities for nonprofits. I'm pleased to support this legislation to update and modernize charitable gaming conducted at social clubs across Pennsylvania. Updates to the small games of chance could include things such as expanding offerings of traditional paper games beyond the traditional pull tabs, allowing clubs to offer pull tabs in an electronic format, increasing the prize limits, which is something that has not been updated for over a decade, strengthening the integrity provisions, and allowing charitable clubs to keep more proceeds from small games of chance in order to help fund important community work. Simply put, modernizing the charitable gaming means more revenue for charitable organizations, a broader positive impact in the communities that we live in and serve, and the opportunity for social clubs to grow their membership and set themselves up for long-term success. It's important to remember that small games of chance are different from skill games and slot machines. These are licensed, these are regulated, and they are aimed at providing funds to clubs and communities in a fun and engaging way. Now I'd like to turn it over to Representative Abigail Salisbury from Allegheny County.
Thank you very much. I, in my non-legislative life, am a sole practitioner nonprofit attorney. And I also have the honor of serving as a co-chair of Pennsylvania's nonprofit caucus. I think that one of the things that people don't really understand about the games of chance in Pennsylvania, while they may have seen a 50-50 raffle at their fire department's fish fry or bingo at church, they don't really understand how social clubs and other charitable entities in Pennsylvania are so heavily regulated and to some degree very limited in what they're able to accomplish through their fundraising efforts. These are organizations that represent cultural heritage, religious traditions, many times veterans organizations, anything that you can imagine. They're really the fabric of our community here in the Commonwealth. And I know as an attorney who has helped people to apply for small games of chance permits and try to navigate the complex web of charitable fundraising laws that exist in the Commonwealth, people are just trying to do good. They're not trying to break the law. They're not trying to run afoul of these restrictions. But most people don't know what they don't know. They just don't understand how to comply. They want to, but they don't know what they need to do. I think that it's incumbent upon us as legislators to make it as easy as possible for these important organizations in our Commonwealth to accomplish their goals and not have all of these restrictions that could trip them up legally. So I'm very proud to support this development. Again, I want people to understand that this is nothing new. Small games of chance permits have been issued by counties across the Commonwealth. This is just making it easier for people to comply so that they can accomplish their charitable mission and help people here in the Commonwealth and uphold their traditions. Next, I'd like to introduce you. I have a commander here to speak, so I'll step back. Thank you.
Good morning, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today. As commander of the Veterans of Foreign Wars here in Pennsylvania, I have the unique opportunity to speak with posts across the Commonwealth about the challenges and opportunities they are facing. When Colonel Morris and his team spoke with me about the opportunity to modernize charitable gaming in Pennsylvania, I immediately knew this was a solution that I could get behind. Modernization of the charitable gaming law will provide a significant boost to the long-term health and success of our local VFW posts here in Pennsylvania. We know from our friends in the states like Ohio that 97% of veterans and fraternal clubs reported that modernized charitable gaming options like electronic pool tabs resulted in increased membership. The increase in membership had to do with the younger veterans coming in to the VFW to support the veterans, because the younger veterans are so used to playing on their phones that these electronic pool tabs are what they need to see in their VFWs. The fact also shows that many VFW posts in neighborhoods saw their revenues from charitable gaming more than double, and greatly enhancing their ability to support their own operations and nonprofits in their communities. This is the type of success our Pennsylvania posts deserve to see, not just for themselves, but for the communities they support. I hope you'll join us in supporting this important cause. And I am now pleased to turn it over to my Adjutant Quartermaster, John Getz, for more.
Good morning. My name is John Getz, Adjutant Quartermaster, Department of Pennsylvania VFW. And I've held leadership role in the state of Pennsylvania Veterans Organization for a number of years. With that being said, I've watched the clubs of the VFW. I've watched how they are right now struggling, trying to earn more money, to give more money out to the charitable organizations such as the fire companies, the police. We give money to any veterans that need it. We give money to the community itself if they need anything at all. The thing is, right now we're struggling. Right now we find it very hard to come up with the funds to help our community as much as we wish to. It's been a declining membership in the clubs itself. It's also declining veterans in the state of Pennsylvania, but we have a lower pool to pull from, but that don't mean that we can't get veterans in here to help us and help us make sure that we take care of our communities. It takes a lot of time and work to try and make sure that we're able to get the community to understand that if the VFW or the American Legion would not be in that community, I guarantee you that community would suffer. A lot of them don't understand what actually takes to give to the community itself, so that the people of that community are helped. We help quite a few veterans and also members of that community through the VFW. VFW is here to support anything that the community does, and this charitable gaming with the broader means to get more funds, a higher rate, would be great to help us out. It's been a long time since we had any modernization in the state of Pennsylvania, and at this point here, we need to make a move in there, make sure that we get a better feeling, a better understanding of what these funds can do for us. I'd like to thank you for your time today. I'll turn it back over to Colonel Morris.
Thank you all for joining us today. Barb, VFW, representatives, folks. I hope you have a greater understanding about charitable gaming, the Pennsylvania Small Games of Chance law, and the positive impact that updating these laws will have on the veterans and the fraternal clubs and other nonprofit organizations moving forward. I invite you to explore some of what we've got. I've got a tablet right here. And this can show you what these small games of chance look like. There are several games on here, and I would just encourage you to come on up and see what we've got. As the folks have mentioned, across other states, we've seen tremendous uplift with the veterans organizations and with the fraternal organizations. This is really the future, and this is where we need to go. These organizations, a lot of them are on their last legs, and this is going to give them sustainability and the opportunity to grow. We'll stick around for anyone that might have questions after the press conference, and I just want to thank everybody for coming, and just have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.